My name is Jay Montgomery. I was about 5. My uncles and my dad had a gospel group. I was out there with them and my uncle pulled his guitar his bag. The knobs on it was shining, caught my eye, I fell in love with it. I seen him over there tuning it up and I ran over there, sat in his lap. I went home that night, that's all I could think about was just playing the guitar. Actually, my dad allowed me to travel with him on the road. So by the time I started traveling with my dad and my uncles, I was about 6 maybe. And it was just an awesome experience.
My biggest memory of Jay as a child is always him with the guitar in his hand. From the time he was 2, maybe 3, he always wanted to play. That was his dream. He always wanted to make sure that I heard what he was playing. And I liked it. If I didn't like it, let me do it again, Mama. I'll do it again.
2008, April 27th. Got up like any normal day. By this time I'm 18. I had a job and I was actually finna get married. I woke up about 7 o'clock that morning. I just had that eerie feeling. But it was a beautiful day and it just, pretty much the day was kind of made out to just be a fulfilling day. It was gonna be a very promising day. End up going to church. The service was just overwhelming. It was just, the spirit was so high in the church. At the end of the service, my dad came to me. He was just telling me how good I had played. And he hugged me and he said, I love you, son. Don't never forget that. So I'm thinking like, my dad telling me this for a reason. But I really just shook it off. Roland had just bought an expedition. And he was getting ready to go to Birmingham. Adam and Curtis was finna ride with Roland. They had asked me if I wanted to go. And I said, y'all see what it look like out here? I'm finna ride. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Trunk my 4-wheeler up. I had noticed I was low on gas. They're like, you gonna ride that thing to the store? I was like, yeah. They're like, Jay, it's race day. You know, it's traffic out there. It's state troopers, police everywhere. I was like, I'll just take the bad road. Well, we'll meet you at the store then. When I got to the store, they was already there. They had pumped their gas. They was waiting on me to get there. Everybody in the car had an iffy look. Like, just saying, I ain't feeling it. So I showed it off. I said, man, I told him, I said, everything will be all right. By the time I actually started going up the hill, I had went in the 5th gear. I was reaching about 78, 79, going into 80. When it changed gears, I was on 2 wheels. As I was going up the hill, I seen a state trooper. I seen his brake lights. And I kept looking back in my head, I was like, I'm finna get pulled over. So the last time I had actually turned around and I had turned back around, I noticed the 4-wheeler was coming up on a ditch and there was a light pole right there. And I hit the pole head on, probably doing about 83, 84 miles per hour. I had a helmet on, which was the only thing to save my life. Pretty much my head and my right side of my body hit the pole. And it was kind of like lights out after that.
And I had to go back there and see him by myself. And I'm just thinking about the day how he looked. One side of him was perfectly fine. His left side was perfectly fine. And I pulled the sheet back and I remember looking at his right side and it was like a cartoon character. So from the left side he was so recognizable and from the right side I didn't even know who he was. They had drilled a hole in his head because his brain was swelling so fast that they was actually pulling fluid off of his brain.
My memory going to when the doctors came and told us that Jay had lost the use of his arm.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to tell him.
you didn't want to tell him. When I went in there to tell him about that, he kept telling me, he said, something wrong with my arm, dude. I ain't got no feeling to it. And when I told him, I said, well, son, the doctor said you lost the use of your arm. And he just got quiet. And he wouldn't say anything. He said, And first thing I thought of as Jay giving up on life. I said, don't you give up on me, boy. And Jay told me, he looked at me and he said, I'm not gonna give up, Daddy. He said, I just gotta teach myself how to play the guitar all over again. Jay would always say, I refuse to be defeated. I'm not gonna give up until I get back to where I was, if not better. That's where he is right now. He's better than he was then.
Yeah, he's a lot better.
He's a lot better now.
He plays better now.
You want your child to mature. You don't want them to go through anything, but if it is that they go through something catastrophic, you want them to come out of it in a positive way. He has. And he touches me every time I spend time with him. I mean, all the way to the core, he touches me. That's all I can say about it. That's just my boy.
What's next for Jay Montgomery? To be honest, the story's still been written about Jay Montgomery. But now I have actually had the opportunity to play behind a major artist, Lil G of Silk. And I'm actually doing shows now with a band called the Collection Plate Band out of Atlanta. I'm doing a couple of R&B shows and everything such as that nature. I want everybody to understand that when you're going through a situation, the thing is not to give up. The thing is not to kick yourself while you're down, but keep your self-esteem, your integrity, and keep your passion for whatever it is that you do. And that right there, that little bit drive to get you wherever you need to go. Giving up is never optional.